Spirit Thea. Today's reading is going to be on Nick Cannon. I've been wanting to do a reading on him. He has a lot of children by different women. So I just want to take a look and dive deep into their dynamic and see what's going on. He recently was in a photograph with one of his baby mothers. Her name is Alyssa Scott, and she looked pregnant. So I'm gonna just take a look into things just overall for Nick Cannon and see what's up next for him. So as usual, anything said in this video is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. And if you want to book a reading with me, my link is in the description box. I also sell handmade gemstone jewelry. I do tarot readers and numerology readings. So, check me out if you're interested, if you like what you hear today. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Give me the energy of Nick Cannon when it comes to this situation of fatherhood. We got Ace of Pentacles. There could be some new opportunities. And then the Tower moment. And then the Tower showed up again when I split the deck again. But this time we have the Sun. So, I'm not trying to put that on anybody, but there could be an issue with a pregnancy, possibly. And then the Empress is showing up. Something... I hope that's not the case, but let's pull on Nick first. Ooh, some cards just flew out at me just now. All right, so I'm gonna pull them like they fell. I'm gonna say the Emperor reverse, the Hierophant reverse, Strength reverse. Hold on, let me pull them, make sure that you're seeing them. Okay, so that's not looking good as far as his energy right now. The Emperor reverse, that's someone that's they can be very controlling. They're not really a good leader. That's not someone that should be leading you at all whatsoever. The Hierophant reverse is talking about a lack of ethics, a lack of morals, being unconventional, being non-traditional in a sense. And I'm not surprised that the Hierophant reverse showed up for him, because he definitely has some beliefs. I'm not sure if I'm not sure what his religion is, but he definitely believes in polygamy, I believe, allegedly. But he was talking on one of the radio shows, I believe, and he was talking about how he doesn't believe in monogamy. So to me, that's talking about the Hierophant reverse. The Hierophant reverse is talking about his lack of morals and ethics when it comes to relationships. And then the strength reverse is, that means weakness. That means cowardice. That means not taking accountability and not being in a strong leadership position right now. So he could be presenting himself like he's like in control of the situation, but he's not really in control of the situation. He can try to act controlling, but he's not really in control. He's lost control, if anything, especially with the Strength reverse. The Emperor reverse also talks about someone that's reckless, and we already have proof that he's reckless when it comes to his reproductive health and just when it comes to reproducing, because at the end of the day, in order to make a baby, you have to have intercourse without protection. So he's laying with all these women without protection. That's reckless, because intercourse doesn't only produce children, babies. It can also create diseases, STIs, STDs. So he's being very reckless right now. And he's just throwing caution to the wind right now. This is not a strong man, a strong leader. And another thing that I'm going to tell you too is that he has this, he could have this delusion in his head about he should be living like a king, and that the kings would have all of their, it's like an energy with him. It's like he's the king and the women are his concubines. But the issue with that is, when you think like that, you have to really act like that, because back in those times, the concubines all stayed in one home. They all supported each other. Some areas where it was violent, they were at each other's throats. Other areas, they were a community and they were all together. You're not really a polygamist if you're having 12 households here and there and you're not in your children's lives daily. That's not a true polygamist right there. You're just a philanderer at that moment. I mean, you're just promiscuous at that point. You know, it costs to be the boss. And if he was a real boss, he would have all those women in a home together and make sure that all his kids are under one household. But he doesn't care about that. It's about being king. All he's concerned about is his legacy. And that's out of his own mouth that he said he's trying to build a legacy. Child. I'm going to pull the... So first, how does Mariah Carey feel when it comes to Nick Cannon and him having all these kids? How does Mariah... Some cards fell out for her. Six of Pentacles and Nine of Cups. What I'm getting is that for Mariah don't really care when it comes to Nick. She's not really concerned about that. When I was getting the Six of Pentacles, Mariah, I feel like in Mariah's energy, she's like, okay, as long as he's feeding them, that's not my business. And she may be like looking at him like, okay, you're having all these kids. Are you paying all these bills and stuff like that? She may be looking like, okay, can you really afford all these households? See, Mariah is like, this is Nine of Cups. She's just sitting there smirking. She's just sitting there looking like something's wrong with Nick. She's just like, that's him. As long as he's there for my kids, you know. Oh, well to the other baby mothers. Oh, well to those women. And Mariah, she could be looking at it from a standpoint of the wealth of her children, because Seven of Pentacles talks about a long-term building of wealth, really. And she could be trying to, she could be not concerned for her children's future because she's rich too, let's be honest. But she's really concerned about the effect that this will have on Nick and the kids in the long term. You know, because it's all cute and dandy when they're babies, but those babies are going to grow up and start talking. They're going to be, they're going to have more emotional needs that are not going to be met. But Mariah's like, my kids are good. I don't know about everybody else, but my kids are good. Mariah's sitting pretty. She's not really worried about that. Show me, how does Brittany Bell feel? All these baby mothers. How does Brittany Bell feel? She don't like it either, but she signed up for it. And then too, I think that she's finally like realizing, because she's finally realizing that maybe she didn't make the correct choice in getting involved in this circus, basically. Eight of Swords is about freedom, release, because upright she's trapped. But here it's about freedom, release. So she may be pulling herself away from him. I don't know if I know there are a few of the baby mothers. It's like two of them that are pregnant again. I'm not sure which one. But I feel like she's feeling more empowered and she's taking back her power. That's what I'm hearing. Page of Cups reverse talks about being very vulnerable, being very insecure. It can also talk about neglecting your inner child. So I feel like she may feel like her kids are being neglected because he's being spread so thin with so many other children and so many other responsibilities. This man not only has kids, he has to work. He works. He has events. He has business. So the page right here, page is youth, reverse. To me, this is her saying that she's feeling like her kids are not getting the attention that they need. Her kid or kids. I'm not sure how many she has. Yeah, Abby De La Rosa. The devil. That's all. And then Six of Pentacles, to me, that means that as long as she's getting paid, she's gonna stay there. She's gonna stay in that toxic situation as long as he's paying support, not official support, but he may be compensating her, allegedly taking care of her. So as long as he's taking care of her, she's gonna stay right there, chained to the situation. She's gonna stay in that energy. To me, right here, this is Nick, and this is her right here. He's the ringleader. There she is, chained to him. Because don't forget, children are a physical manifestation of a bond. Because when you lay with someone, you are exchanging energy. That is you creating a bond. You are creating soul ties. That's what I'm hearing, soul ties. So she feels like, I mean, there's nothing that she can really do at this point because she has a child now. And as long as she's getting paid, she don't really care. Give me Alyssa Scott. Alyssa is the mother of Zen. That was the child that passed away. So, God bless them. Let's pull on Alyssa. Let's see how she's feeling about this whole situation. A lot of these baby mothers are complicit in this. Some cards fell out. Not able to move on. I think she really loves him. I think she's really in love with him. See, she's there's some quick progress too, and he could be controlling of her too. And this is also the reckless energy too. But as I was saying, Six of Swords, she's not able to move on from this situation. I think she's truly in love with him. Five of Swords talks about a reconciliation as well. So they could have, when it comes to the situation, I feel like she's kind of put her hands up and said, like, I mean, it is what it is. That's what I'm hearing. It's like I saw her and then it was like she was shrugging her shoulders like, it is what it is. And this can be regret, remorse, but I think that she regrets I feel like it's the situation with her child, like not being here more so. And if you look here, this person is smiling, they're the victor right here, and the two other people are right there. But reverse, what comes into mind is like, after she lost her child, she saw that the other women were having more children, and I feel like it made her kind of like, it made her feel some type of way. She can try to act like she didn't feel some type of way, but I feel like she was looking like it hurt her. I feel like that really hurt her, that situation. Four of Wands, she really wants to be with him. I think that she wants to be the one to marry him, possibly. And then too, this Four of Wands talks about a celebration, so she might be pregnant again. I'm gonna ask that question next, but that's celebration. And then Eight of Wands, that's quick energy, quick changes. So it's looking like she might be pregnant again, but I'm gonna pull a card on that. I'm gonna see. So give me a card. Is Alyssa Scott pregnant again, allegedly? Because I saw that video, not a video, but I saw pictures of her at I guess it was Zen's memorial, God bless him, and she looked pregnant because she's a model, and most of those models carry very low, and you can really tell when they're pregnant. She had a pouch under there. So let's confirm, Spirit, is she really pregnant? Is she really pregnant? Is she pregnant again? Death reverse, that talks about repeating the same thing over and over again. And then we have Seven of Swords. I think she is, but I'm going to confirm with the angels. Angels, give me a card to confirm. Death reverse is a repetition. Death upright means an ending to a cycle, changes, but reverse is doing the same thing over and over again. And what is that? Insanity. Be assertive. Yep. What's drawing me in is like the light right here. And then it's like the woman, the angel has the mask right here. Like the mask is off. Like it's out there. So to me, this is an ascension, an assertion. I mean, that, yes, I think she is. The last one is Bree Ticey. I'm not sure how to pronounce her name. We're just going to say Bree. Page of Swords. I think that she knew what she could get out of it. This page, this is a very smart person. And to me, her relationship with Nick, to me, he may really like her because he may have not an emotional connection, but more of an intellectual connection. He may like the way that she thinks. They may have some deep, intellectual conversation with each other. But her eyes are pretty wide open. Like she knew what she was gonna get into, and she doesn't really care. The page is also very ambitious, so she could be using this to get what she wants. You know, whether it's fame, fortune, recognition, whatever. But this is a smart person right here. She's not dumb. This is somebody that can really strategize, and this is someone that knows how to play the game. The page also talks about trying to figure out how to make money too. So there could have been some sort of, I feel like this is a person that's pretty straight to the point. She could have been like, hey, you're looking for your next baby mother. I'll be that, but I need you to do this for me. Straight to the point. That's how I feel like they approach that. The next question is, why does he keep getting these women pregnant? Spirit, give me, what's the real reason that the love is reversed? To me, that talks about him not really loving himself. Page of Wands, reckless. Just throwing caution to the wind. This could be someone, I know he's had health challenges. That's what's being brought up. So now that he's dealing with all these health challenges, he's kind of throwing caution to the wind as a way of coping. I'm hearing coping mechanism. Ladies, you got to be careful dealing with men that have issues, especially issues with self-worth. Because if they don't have self-worth, they're going to try to bring you down along with them to feel better. Six of Pentacles. This could be maybe financial opportunities, possibly. Because remember, when he's interviewed, he gets paid for that. This could create opportunities for him to get paid for talking about the situation at the end of the day. To me, this is attention, clout, fame. To me, this is also him, like I'm saying, him trying to feel like the king, him being in control. Because these women now, I don't know, some of them may have businesses, may have been working, I don't know, but some of the women now rely on him. So to me, that gives him a power trip. Because you see the person right here, it's like these are the beggars, these are the women down there relying on him, begging him for stuff. I'm not saying that they have to beg him at all whatsoever, but it's like that energy of trying to be king, basically. Death reverse talks about repeating the same old patterns, not being able to change, not being able to progress, you know, not learning. He's not learning anything. He said he's going to therapy, but I honestly, whoever his therapist is, to me, they need to be fired. Whoever it is, they seem like a yes person. They're not really getting into his like they need to be. And then too, this Two of Cups, to me, it talks about an exchange of energy. So he could be in alleged, this is all alleged entertainment purposes only, but when I see this cup, when I see these cups, I think of energy vampires. But when you're dealing with an energy vampire, it's a two-way street. It's an exchange. And a vampire can't feed unless you give them energy. Because see right here, what I'm getting to is that he could be looking for love in all the wrong places is what I'm hearing. It's like trying to fill a void that's there. But the love is reversed. To me, it says he doesn't really love himself. Some self-worth issues going on. There's some self-esteem issues. Maybe some anxiety around his health. No need to worry. You know why he keeps doing it is because he's not taking care of them full time. That's what I'm hearing. That's the first thing I thought of when I saw this. He doesn't have to worry about the consequences because when he goes home to his own house with peace and quiet. He's not up all night with the baby crying. The babies are not crying for his breasts to breastfeed. He doesn't have to breastfeed. He's not there full time. So it's like this is him with his hands up. Like, I mean, of course he's gonna do the best he can. I'm not saying he's an absent father, but I mean, let's be realistic here. What is it at? Like 8, 9 kids now? You cannot be there full time for all 8 and 9 or all 9. That is impossible. You can't be everywhere at once. Somebody's gonna be neglected. But he's not worried about that. All he's worried about is making them. It's fun making them. But like I'm saying, the kids, they're going to grow up. Okay. And I'm seeing issues with some of the children. Emotional issues. Abandonment issues with some of them, maybe. I'm not wishing that on anyone's kids at all whatsoever. I really hope, you know, they need to have those kids in therapy. And they need to really sit down and talk with those kids. Because one of the baby mamas was, they had a birthday party for, I think, one of the mothers with the twins. They had a birthday party and allegedly he wasn't even there. She tried to act like hi, oh, it's all right, we all right, la, la. But deep down, you know, she was not okay with that. That's not okay. That's your children's birthday. The father should always be there. There's no excuse. But when you pulled in all different directions, that's gonna happen, and that's what they signed up for. The only people I feel sorry for is the kids. I don't feel bad for any of the adults in this situation because they're literally creating a circus. They're literally creating this. They're bringing children into this world, into this situation, and it's sad. Let's pull on his mental health. Give me cards showing his mental health. And I'm saying he's going to that therapy, but to me, it's not doing him any good because he's still doing it. He said his therapist told him to stop having kids. I mean, obviously he's not listening to whatever they're saying. Six of Cups, Page of Swords. What I'm hearing is inner child. And then we have the page there. To me, there are some issues spiritually with his inner child. Maybe some past trauma is what I'm hearing. Six of Cups, that's the past. But let's be real here. He's a very intelligent man. He's smart. He knows what he's doing. And this is someone that's self-aware too. He knows what he's doing. I mean, of course, when you lay down, you intentionally have kids. And then Three of Pentacles. To me, this Three of Pentacles talks about him having to see the therapist, because Three of Pentacles, that's teamwork, collaboration, that's working together, that's working on projects. So he has to go see a therapist to deal with that past trauma, whatever it is. I don't know what it is, but it's something to do with his past that's affecting him mentally or emotionally, possibly. I'm not a doctor. I don't diagnose. This is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. But I'm just reading the cards, and this is what I see. To me, this is him going to a therapist. I don't know how to say this. I'm gonna try to say this the best way I can. Nick gives me warlock vibes, honestly. There's something there with spirituality, and I'm not sure. I think he may have talked about his spirituality and what he practices, but he gives me the energy of someone that practices, that he may practice magic, some sort of spirituality. And the first thing I was thinking of when I saw all these baby mothers, I was like, he gives warlock vibes, and I feel like he's doing something to create this situation. But I'm gonna be unbiased, and I'm gonna draw cards on the situation. Is Nick, is he using spirituality? Is he using magic on these women? Is he using magic to create this situation? And if you don't know what a warlock is, this is a basically a male witch. Seven of Swords. Like I was saying, you see the guy in the swords. He's got the swords in his hand. He's being sneaky. This is a sneaky, underhanded person doing something under the cover of darkness. You see, he's getting away with it. There's something there. Like I was saying, I was picking up something. Seven of Swords. When you asking if someone's doing magic, this is someone. This is sneaky. This is suspicious. You saw me shuffle the cards. I said I was going to be unbiased, but I didn't pick up on that for no reason. He does something. He does something. You got to be careful, ladies. And people in general. You have to be careful because there are a lot of people that practice magic, that practice some sort of spirituality, and they use their gifts to manipulate the will of others. You have to be protected. You have to stay prayed up. And not only that, you have to be aware. Okay? Because I'm going to ask you a question next, but I feel like he does something there. There's something there where he's doing something. You have to get your spiritual protection up, especially women. Because the thing is that as women, we don't think that men do magic, that men practice witchcraft. But let me tell you, I know male witches. They're out there. It's real. Okay? You have to be prayed up. You have to make sure that you know your team, your divine team. And if you don't believe in spirit guides and all that, okay, turn to your religion and spirituality. Stay away from these men. Okay, stay away from them. Because it's giving someone that's manipulating other people's will and destiny. That's what it's giving. Next question. What? Okay, I'm gonna try something experimental. This is a new oracle deck that I made myself. I made some cards to talk about past lives. And what I want to do is I want to pull, well, first I'm going to confirm, does Nick and these women, do they have a past life connection with Nick? So I feel like he's done this before. To me, this is some sort of past life trauma. Because Nine of Swords talks about a mental breakdown. It talks about despair. It really talks about a breakdown of the mind. To me, that's what it's talking about. Give me past life cards. Show me Nick when it comes to past life. That's interesting. So, like, I have some these cards don't only talk about past lives on Earth. So what I'm getting is that he could have, like, someone like him, like people that are spiritual like this, people that are very good at witchcraft, people that are just very good at magic, that are very powerful like that, 9 times out of 10 they have had a past life as an extraterrestrial. So to me, it's looking like he could have been doing this in one of his past lives when he was an ET. What I'm hearing is some sort of knowledge. This card came out too. So he could have had a past life as a Native American. Possibly. And then give me one more card. There's something there right here. Because this is my personal belief from what I've studied, is that a lot of the Native Americans had communication with extraterrestrials. That's where they got the knowledge of how to, you know, survive on Earth, and their rituals, their practices. To me, he is deep into spirituality, deeper than what we know. To me, that's what I think. He's connected. He knows what he's doing. Give me cards to show the baby mothers. Show me the connection with the baby mothers. What did I say? You saw me. You heard me over here shuffling these cards. You heard me shuffling these cards. Why did that card pop out again? Why did it pop out again? Cult. Oh. Like I was saying, some sort of, to me, this right here connects with this trauma right here. There's a past life trauma going on or something. They could have been in a cult together, in some sort of galactic cult, in an extraterrestrial cult. Something on another, it was like they were on another planet. You know, this doesn't necessarily have to mean that they were Octurian. This could just be a signifier of a whole nother extraterrestrial race that I don't have in the deck. But that wasn't a coincidence that this card came out again. As I was saying, I had before I even did this reading, I sat down and I was thinking on this. I was like, he gives the vibes of someone that has had a past life where they were like over a cult or something like that, a cult leader. They could have been doing sacrifices. That's what I'm hearing, sacrifices. Some deep. And the patterns are repeating again. He's not creating the same exact scenario. Because, I mean, on Earth, we got laws here. We got, you know, at least during these times, like, sacrifice is not acceptable in the United States. So, and then sex workers at the bottom. There could be some sort of sex cult that was going on where they did sacrifices. That's what I'm getting. This is crazy. Something told me to pick up this deck. That is crazy. All right, he has 9 kids. We're gonna change the energy up. He has 9 kids. Is he gonna have any more? I heard 2, and I'm gonna confirm. You have the devil. He's gonna keep doing what he's doing. But that 7 of Swords was reversed, so that's telling me he's gonna get caught up. It's gonna catch up to him. And then King of Wands is upright. To me, that's yes. Like I was saying. And then 5 of Swords is upright right there. He's gonna keep doing what he's doing. There may be 2 more kids after the 9 that are allegedly out there right now. Angels, confirm for me. He thinks he's a king. He looks at himself as King Nick. Take action. Ride the horse. Horses can also signify like horses, stallions, that signifies male sexual energy. He's gonna keep laying with these women and making kids. All right, that was crazy. Oh boy. All right, this concludes the reading for Nick Cannon. As I said before, everything said during this reading is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. If you want to book a reading with me or shop my handmade jewelry, my link is in the description box. So I hope you enjoyed this reading and y'all be blessed.